Everyone, and welcome back, as you can hear from the lovely music, to Horizon Forbidden West, and continue where we left off. It was I forgot her name, the goddess I forgot. Eleuthia? Something like that. Crap. There was a signal sent to Gaia that SOS, beware, there's a location. It's definitely a trap. But we gotta go there and see. Terrors are destroyed. So
this Eleuthia we're going to.
Eleuthia. That was close.
Part of Gaia.
Ah. Crabbity crap. I had spent my points. Remember I got that one. Power attacks, deal more damage. Okay. Light and heavy attacks. Where was the first one? This one. Level 4. Why is it level 4? Is it from one of my outfits or something that I'm carrying? It weaves. Oh, that's okay. Which one is down? The spear. Makes sense. Call and weave. Okay, we've got a bunch of new ones. Against enemies, increase the ability to stagger and knock down. Okay, hold on, let me check the weapons. For example, this one. Fire 7%. 12% asset. Makes a bit more sense. This one. Huh. Increase impact damage. That one is locked. Wait, you upgrade it and you can equip a new ammo type? Okay. Alright, what else do we have? This one is locked. This one. Rare 15%. Yeah, that should be good enough. This guy. Okay, can go with shock or the plasma one. I'll go with shock. Excuse me, this one is locked. Alright, so that should do it for now. Tools, what have we got new? A new trap. Okay, 36 of those. Quests, rebel outposts. Yeah, everything now is going to be on hold because you can't do anything else. Whoa, that's a lot of machines. Alright, took to roll.
There she is. You ready to head out?
Let's get going.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown. This ought to be good.
Yeah, I have a feeling this episode is gonna drag on for about an hour and a half, I guess. And by then it's gonna be 1 in the morning. And I'm already sleepy, to be honest, so we'll see.
This distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh?
Aren't you gonna get cold with that clothes? It's pretty revealing. That's a harpoon.
What the hell?
It worked? What the hell is going
Well,
on?
that
What?
takes the keg.
Well, that was definitely from the Far Zenith people. Can we get its weapon? That would be cool.
See if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll check out the battlefield. Let's start with that Zenith.
Oh, that box.
Well, there are obviously more Zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
Almost didn't make it.
Huh. Look at that. Let that be there. Come back to it.
Whatever the rebels did, it took down our shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
It looked like she can make it come and go at will.
What?
But it's gone now.
Hello, Verbena?
Yeah.
What do you have
Well,
for
go
me?
do your thing.
I checked
Shut up.
everywhere, still no sign of the asset. Can we call off this pointless search already?
Let's not forget who let it slip away in the first place. Now, I'd like to see results by nightfall. Do you think you can manage that?
Hold on. I think I see something.
Okay, so they got the shield down. It's one of the Spectres. Pretty advanced
The
robot.
Spectre had instructions to assist recovery of the asset. I wonder what this asset is.
It's either us or the other copy of Elizabeth Sobeck. Pretty sure of that. Because they had the Gaia thing. Gaia backup.
Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Are they watching this area?
Maybe. Could be, possibly.
An Oseram with a focus.
Oh,
Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else.
that dude. I fucking forgot his name.
Ah! Ah. Weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off. Alright. I think I have an idea what happened here. I better get back to Erend.
Charged weapon.
Forge's breath. All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
She who sees the unseen.
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up. All so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Oseram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that. Do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She
Sure
was
do.
searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the asset.
The asset? Is that the sub-function thing you said could be here? Eleuthia?
No.
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go talk to Varl.
It's definitely that dude from the beginning of the game. I'll let that weapon be there. There's usually the battle on the way back. Oh, talk to World. Don't just go down.
That's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the asset. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right, so we head down.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay. Any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Let's go.
Investigate the facility.
There's some kind of old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
from the proving lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe.
Nah, that seems too easy.
Get a good glide in.
Okay, nothing there. Wait, you were scanning that. Yeah, we're scanning this one. Not the one behind it.
Looks like some kind of data center. I might be able to access the facility systems from that console.
Storage unit access. Data transfer initiated. Operation suspended. Fusion reactor in standby mode. Download initiated. Beamcast initiated. Destination redacted. Destination redacted. B. Okay. It's a
I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed.
Huh. Funny.
This was a Far Zenith research lab. Looks like a lot of data
Nima.
was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Eleuthia's gone?
Search the facility for the asset.
So,
whatever the fuck that
exploring
is.
another Far Zenith ruin.
At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or anything you can blow up.
Haha, both of them. The game just gave you 7 berries. Take the hint, pal. Take the hint. We're gonna get our asses kicked. Whoa, hold on a second. That's way too many doors. This seems to be the main one, if you ask me.
All this stuff. Wonder what they were doing here.
Well, knowing Far Zenith.
Find anything that might tell us what
Probably
the...
Has a significant improvement, decreasing the time between touch-ups that commercially available treatments like Amanthus Rejuvenigene require. As for Malik's team, the latest result from their neuropsychology experiments seem promising, and with the supplementary data provided by our Tokyo facility, we seem to be closing in on functional first-generation implant. Meanwhile, friends in Zurich have sent over their findings on WBE. Mixed result. A couple of promising avenues. Anything?
Asset
Discovering
is?
amazing things. I don't think so.
She's cold. Okay. What's that? Songzhou. As you will undoubtedly have heard by now, we have lost the brightest star among us. Research on ectogenesis for the Odyssey was near and dear to Peter, and on the behalf of the new High Council, I commend you for all your effort and the great strides made over the last several years. Yet, as we mourn our founder, we must also keep our gaze on the bright future ahead. To that end, we will be shifting project priorities. Over the coming days, you will be briefed on exciting development in longevity. Whoa, 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 what? Days you will be briefed on exciting developments in longevity research from our Tokyo and Lagos facility when new assignments to follow. In the meantime, all ectogenic chambers should be moved to storage, referred to as longevity. Don't you want to say that those guys are the first generation? Nah, that's gonna be thousands of
This place
years.
is huge. Some kind
That's
of
what she
storage
said.
room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around.
Hold on.
So,
There was
how is Erend taking all of this? Really?
Well, Gaia, the Zeniths, the Focus. It's a lot. But when I caught up to him in the Daunt and said you needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Well, he's loyal. That's for sure.
there was a door back here, straight in front of me. Excuse me. That's what I thought might happen, that two doors will lead to the same place. Wow, the game is giving me shit ton of berries. That's not good news at all. Even if I had like 0 berries, I would have been failed by now. Text log. Daniel McGill. We should have been here on the call with me, with Zero Dawn. Whoever negotiated this deal with them was ingenious. A bunch of our old tech collecting dust in storage in exchange for a copy of all human knowledge. Talk about a bargain. Fucking assholes. And the guy heading up to Eleuthia sub-function, Patrick Burchard Klein, he could practically see sparkles in his eyes when he was bombarding us with follow-up questions on the ectogenic chambers design. It was like we were waving catnip in front of him. Anyway, they're requesting additional material on nutrition delivery. Higher-ups gave the go-ahead, so send over everything we have. Burchard Klein will probably pee his pants in the glee. Fuck. Subject spoon-fed January 18, 2065. 1 year ago. The chambers that you would go and sleep for as many years as you want and not age. And stuff like that. They're calling it the technologies that were collecting dust. So they were far, far ahead on that front. So now that a few thousand years, that might have been the case. That they could have prolonged life. No, don't collect that. I might need the berries. The way the game is giving me berries left and right seems to be a big fight coming up.
A control console. To access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
Well, let's find out.
See? 6 more. What the fuck is... Oh, look at that. This is obviously the fucking fight scene. Even the jumping ones. Okay, familiarize yourself with the area. We're gonna get our asses kicked here. Really? That very much looks like it's breakable.
Those look like ectogenic chambers. There must be hundreds of them.
Why would Far Zenith need so many?
I found some data that said they planned to take them into space, but they shut the project down. And later they traded some with Zero Dawn for a copy of the Apollo database.
So these were extras.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, there's a good chunk of... Enter code.
236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
236? Wasn't there a number in the distress signal?
You're right.
I
should check the log.
What was it? What was it? What was it? Can I remember? Ah, shit. No, I can't. Inventory. Nope, not weapons. Nope, not inventory. Notebooks. Distress signal 237.
236 containers in storage. Please.
Elizabeth Sobek. A copy of Elizabeth Sobek. That's what they need. It's a girl, so that's half of it. Yep, that's another copy.
Aloy. It's you. Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Is it something that they can control the person with?
Hello, Elizabeth. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Far Zenith. They are ruthless, and they have Eleuthia, Artemis, and Apollo now.
Oh, they've got the 3.
But at least they don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with.
Oh, fuck, now they have that. Oh. Just fucking destroyed.
Succeed. Oh, this was all for nothing. Good luck. And goodbye.
Wow,
So
She's still alive.
we need to get her
Okay.
back to...
Uh-oh.
Oh shit, they can fly. Aloy. Aloy, me through this thing.
What's going on, Erend?
2 of those spectral things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
Lovely.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Yep,
Get
that
her to
weapon
cover
out there
now.
is gonna help.
Whatever happens, she stays with us.
Elizabeth Sobek
I'll
Jean.
protect her.
Okie dokie.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here.
The only thing that I have is traps. I don't know shit about that guy. But given that
I can't let it get through to Varl on the clone.
that doesn't attach.
Here it comes!
Shit. That was fast. This one. Go back to your place.
Ooh, ugly one, aren't you?
Plasma and poison. Whoa. Whoa.
Ammo first. I should scan that thing. See if it has any weak spots.
Oh shit, this thing is heavy.
That thing's quick.
Come on, you piece of shit. Oopsie. This thing is pretty good.
There.
Are
Are you okay, Aloy?
Not that hard to
Yeah,
beat.
I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
Enemy reduce damage, aim for unarmed points. The enemies will remove armor. Some of them are out of proportion easy. Like this should have been much tougher to beat. Okay, time to go back up. Just be careful, there
Get
might
back
be
up top
some.
and deal with that other Spectre. I just hope Aaron stays in cover.
No ambush on the way?
Aloy!
Aaron!
And the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Hang tight, I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I gotta get to Aaron. Aaron, I'm here.
Watch out. That thing's shooting down the center.
Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
And the second you need me, I'm there.
Spectre's not budging from that spot. I might be able to sneak up on it if I stay out of its line of fire. It's got some kind of shield up. I need to sneak around behind it.
Behind
Be
it.
a tough fight if I take that thing head on. A heavy weapon. I could use it against the Spectre.
Oh wow. You fire into that? That guy fires into that?
Shield down! It's on the move!
Yep, I saw that one, right?
Aloy, get out of there! Aloy, you okay?
Oh, that helps.
What means to stop this one, Aloy? Get clear of the blast. I guess we're not going for stealth, mate.
This one should do it.
Keep them coming.
Fucker. Okay, is that a new weapon or something that you highlighted? It's a little bit cold for her to be in this condition.
She's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon.
Okay.
If I can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all.
first things first, get me some berries. Oh, Jack. 7! You expected to... Huh.
Oh, the snow's dampening sounds.
Plasma bolt. That's the weapon, but... Oh, yeah, it was waiting for the weapon to cool down. It shot one of these things.
No. Damn it. Well, it's better than nothing.
I guess you're gonna go back to Gaia with
I need
that?
to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. I should check on the clone too. Burl. Errand? You okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
There's 2 of me now.
Right, there's 2 of you now. At least you seem to be handling it okay.
I wouldn't say that exactly, but I'm trying. What else have you been studying with your...
Yeah, I've been looking into this Vegas place. Gaia showed us everything that happened when you went to get that Poseidon thing. I mean, this Merlin guy seems pretty smart. Though, risking the Tanakh clan lands for a light show is a...
Maybe I should check up on them at some point.
Right.
Yeah, we'll do that.
What are you working on with your...
I'm still figuring out how to read stuff. Those 2 lovebirds over there have been giving me a hand. But to be honest, all the little symbols, they give me a headache. But I'll get up to speed.
I know you will.
Did you speak with Beta at all?
She didn't really wake up till we brought her here. And when she did, I thought it'd be better if Zoe and Varl took care of her. No use crowding someone when they're in a state.
That's very understanding
I
of
have
you.
to get going.
Don't go causing too much trouble.
Don't promise. Hello. You have to come over there.
Aloy, you're back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just,
You mean after meeting someone who looks exactly like but isn't you? Guess this must be even stranger for you than...
little.
Varl said she may be able to help us in our mission, though.
Maybe. What else have you been up to?
I've been studying Gaia's seedlings, the subfunctions. I wanted to understand why one of them would do what they did to Fa. Imagine my surprise when I looked into this Hephaestus and found out it helped create all machines. Our land gods, in a way, the Utaru owe Hephaestus our whole way of life, as well as our current...
That's why we have to make Gaia whole again.
Yeah.
Varl looks pretty...
He's been obsessing over the data revealed to us by Poseidon. Just the other day, we read about mountains hiding deep underwater that spew fire. If I understand correctly,
volcanoes.
Gaia said the flames they release come from the very center of the earth. Like a heart, beating with the life of the world. As always, the cycle can be found in even the most unlikely of places. Of course, Varl's mostly interested in watching explosions happen under...
You said you met Beta?
Varl mentioned she was hurt. I thought I'd offer her an extract to soothe the pain.
That was kind of you.
I just hope she doesn't plan on staying burrowed down there like that. She looks like she's barely seen the light of day as it is.
I need to
Wow.
get going.
May the land blue... Aloy, we've gathered some supplies in that chest. Take what you need.
Wow. That was nice. Where is Laurel? Talk to Laurel and the clone. 1. She's going down there. She's like...
Aloy, glad you made it back okay. She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand.
Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal. Distant.
Is there anything that can help?
Do you
Can
have a
Gaia
focus
help?
to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work.
Yeah.
How do you know about focus? That should be thousands of years old.
Booting up. So, Aloy, I suppose you want information.
About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago?
That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed.
So far, Zenith established a colony world after all.
Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort
Oh.
of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable.
Oh shit.
So, the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves?
Not their descendants.
What?
Not their descendants. It's them. The
Told
same ones who left
ya.
Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know?
How can they still be alive? They don't even... What did they do to themselves?
I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants.
And you? Does that mean that you're...
I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface, all so that I could serve my function.
Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it?
When
To
I discovered
save-
the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over.
Yep, that's...
So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over?
When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want.
Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their Gaia kernel, they'll have a hard time doing that. So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them?
They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry. Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The
Gerard?
others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena. They resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says.
Gerard, who
Eric.
was...
He's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab.
He enjoys hurting people.
Yeah, I know. You mentioned the Zenith set up a base here on Earth. Where is it?
Off the coast, I think. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Spectre drone. I couldn't see anything outside. But I did overhear the Zeniths talking about it once. They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine wars. It must be impregnable.
What's inside the base?
Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. Plus infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need.
Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met?
I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space. Other survivors of the colony.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened?
All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A.
The Zeniths never told you any details.
They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius.
Guess they survived old age too.
Can you imagine being alive for 1,000 years?
The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it? They told me
come
I was
on.
born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do.
So, wisdom.
Reboot Earth for their own benefit.
So you know about the extinction signal?
It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her.
Yeah, well, surprise.
They sent a signal. Gaia destroyed herself, but made a copy of Elizabeth Sobek.
How did you escape the Zeniths?
Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run. I'd never survive on my own in the wilds. Then I saw you. And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eleuthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity.
So it was the location of Eleuthia.
You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eleuthia. What did you do, exactly?
Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me.
The one the rebels killed, outside the facility.
Baina's dead? How did they bypass her shield?
I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape?
Well, when
Baina.
it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eleuthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission.
Oh, it was
I
you.
distracted for Baina long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers.
And
So,
the Gaia root kernel?
I told them I could capture Eleuthia faster if I had it with me, and they believed me.
Well done.
freaking smart.
You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing?
The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elizabeth's DNA.
I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it?
That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access.
You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that?
But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive.
Aristotle and
Would assign me
Spacia.
learning modules and evaluate my progress.
Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database.
Apollo
Before
survived.
Ted Faro purged it.
The
Nuh-uh.
Zeniths have a copy.
Yeah.
So it still exists. And you got to learn from it.
Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it.
To have all that knowledge, just out of reach. Must have been frustrating.
She was like, yeah.
All right, I think that's enough for now. Do you want to come upstairs, or...
So how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaius fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths?
How
did you
do...
know? Optimal strategy, so?
Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia is powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus.
What?
You don't have Hephaestus already? Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single location. Of course not.
Why are you so pissed?
You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are. You were supposed to be further along by now. Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing. They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location. What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything, everyone, are gonna die. Hey, calm down. You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help? I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry. Okay. Well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
She knows a shit ton.
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
Come on.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
I should get the weapon fragment to Gaia.
Okie dokie. It's getting interesting.
Is it me, or did the old ones just look funny? Yeah, they're close. They're...
The clothes were tight. Hello, Gaia.
Back.
Hey, darling.
Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped a Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment, I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core.
Oh, shit.
Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Come on, you're not gonna... Silence! There we
Based
go.
on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
And he's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zeniths got Eleuthia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The two remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better get back out there.
I wish you luck on your search.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna need that.
Thanks, Gaia. So I guess we won't be making use of Silen's weapon. And now there is another clone of Elizabeth here with us.
15,000 plus 2 skill
Can't let it
points.
distract me. I still have 2 more subfunctions to get. Hey, Gaia. I'm back.
So I see.
Okay.
What can you tell me about...
Demeter sows, fertilizes, and tends to...
So once I bring it back, all the blight out there will start to get better.
While permanent restoration requires the abilities of Hephaestus, I may be able to improve conditions in the region for a while. However, a word of warning. Like Ether and Poseidon, Demeter's response to my query was highly irregular. Alone and frightened, It may have taken measures to assure its security.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't worry.
I'll keep my guard up. What do we know about Ether?
Ether is responsible for detoxifying
Ether.
the atmosphere and moderating the weather.
It's coming from
Acquiring
Ether.
it
Or
might
Ether
allow
is
it
coming
to
from
quell the
Aether.
most severe storms in the region. But be careful. It will need to be restored to its original code state.
Got it.
Okay.
The missing subordinate functions.
Artemis rewilded the Eleuthia and culturing a
These
new
are
Apollo was tasked
repetitive.
with preserving and disseminating vast archives of human knowledge. Unfortunately, all archived Apollo data was
Pharaoh, huh? I really...
understandable. He appears to have been pathological.
All
Yes,
3 of the
today-
missing functions have already served their purpose, or were. Do you still need them?
Restoring their empowering my... Unfortunately, attaining them in the short term is very likely impossible.
Finally,
I
that
guess our
one
best
part.
shot
That
at
part
covering
is.
them is by taking over the Zenith base. But we'll need Hephaestus and a bunch of combat machines to do that.
Correct.
Okay.
Were you able to make use?
Yes. Many rivers, streams, and lakes associated with the regional watershed have been detoxified. As a result, red algae growth levels have seen a marked decline. According to my data, however, it appears a localized occurrence of red algae continues to persist near the coast.
Maybe I'll look into it when I can.
Okay, that was actually side quest.
So, Poseidon spent the last 20 years hiding out in Las Vegas. From the data I found, it seems the city had an advanced water reclamation system. Is that why Poseidon went there?
Most likely. If Poseidon sought out a safe harbor where it could access water supply, there, buried and encased in a protective dome, it could guard it.
Like 3 Osram showmen?
I suspect that was not the first time it felt the need to repel.
Okay.
So, once Hephaestus has been... You'll regain the capacity to mass produce...
Yes, and to program their behavioral routine.
So you could build an army of machines.
It is in my nature to take any and all necessary human life above all. So yes, once I have been, I could design, build, and command, given the nature of the far zenith threat. I must admit, however, that I have misgivings about using such technology to kill, no matter how aggressive the...
That's good.
Indeed.
Yeah, that part is also repetitive.
Beta believes the Zeniths want to use the terraforming system to wipe out life, start over.
Further supporting...
Why? Given their technology, they could wipe out the tribes of the world by easier means. And if they're the same people who left Earth 1,000 years ago, wouldn't they want the biosphere to be as it was?
It is likely they adjusted to different planetary conditions in their colony. They may be trying to recreate that environment here.
Oh, right. That
Earth
makes
into
sense.
Serious.
That would make a lot more sense.
So the Zeniths are the same people who left Earth. Physically immortal. How'd they figure it out?
From what we know of Far Zenith, it is plausible that prominent geneticists and engineers were offered a place aboard the Odyssey in exchange for their expertise. Given enough time, technology, and resources, any challenge can be overcome.
Like how Minerva eventually generated the deactivation codes for the Pharaoh Plague.
Exactly.
The Zeniths. Gerard, Eric, Tilda, Verbena. Beta said they were some of the most powerful people on Earth. Do you know anything about...
Unfortunately, no. My personal database is limited to those who worked on Zero Dawn. Additionally, it appears Far Zenith was quite secretive about their map. Only one, Oswald Dahlgard, was ever publicly known.
Right. He was the spokesperson back at their old launch facility.
What we can conclude
Yeah.
from your and Beta's experiences is that the Zeniths are ruthless in pursuit of their goal. To protect life on Earth, they must be stopped.
Yep.
The extinction signal didn't just wake Hades. It made every subordinate function self-aware. Why?
I have wondered this myself. So far as I can tell, Hades was the sole target, and the partial sentience imparted to other subordinate functions was incident.
A signal that precise would require thorough knowledge of the system. How could the Zeniths know that?
From the records on your focus, it appears Far Zenith had an informant during the development of Zero Dawn.
Hank Shaw. He was supposed to steal a copy of the system for Far Zenith, but Elizabeth and Travis Tate caught him first.
Yes. It is likely Far Zenith acquired knowledge on the systems designed through him, despite his failure.
So from what Beta told me, I guess we can assume the Zenith's technology is powerful in all sorts.
Yes. As your encounters with them amply demonstrate, they appear to make extensive use of robotic servitors. Further, they seem to be equipped with some energy field that
They seemed indestructible, but that weapon the rebels used stripped their shield somehow.
Throughout history, every defensive technology, while we lack the anti-shielding weapon, were I to absorb Hephaestus and utilize it to create a large force, no shielding could withstand such an assault.
So there's hope.
Always.
Okay.
So, I guess Beta's here to stay. Told her to talk to you to see if she can help. She's...
What were you expecting?
I don't know. Someone more helpful, I guess, and less pessimistic.
It is true, she overestimated our progress. However, it is also worth noting that her confidence in your abilities emboldened her to escape the Zeniths.
I guess so.
Give her time. She may yet come around.
How are things around here?
Zoe has been studying the morphology of her land gods in an effort to understand their sickness. Without the abilities of Hephaestus, I am unfortunately unable to correct them. However, Zoe and I are hopeful we will find an alternative way to heal them.
Well, keep at it.
Okay.
Varl and Zoe seem to like spending time.
Indeed. While studying old world data, Zoe discovered references to a dietary lifestyle known as vegetarianism. She appreciated the similarities with Utaru practices and encouraged Varl to try out this lifestyle.
Ah, fuck off.
And how did that go?
I believe they have agreed to disagree.
No, that's better.
How's Aaron?
He is becoming increasingly accustomed to use of the focus after an initial incident.
What did he do?
He unfortunately crushed his first focus as he attempted to affix it to his temple. Amongst a number of Oseram curses, I believe he also blamed the focus for being dainty. He has given repeated assurances that it will not happen again.
Well, good thing we have a lot of extras, I guess.
Do we?
Gaia? What was Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator, my guide.
Your friend.
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate, though I am glad she made it home. I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
It was sad.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. The only one who could. Thanks, Gaia. So, Project Zero Dawn. The greatest minds in the world. All working to build the terraforming system while the planet. What was it like?
Personnel worked in rotations at all hours of the day. Resources and technology were secured from across the world. Within a month of the project's conception, I was launched and began my education. Elizabeth encouraged me to spend time with the rest of the Zero Dawn staff. She said it was important to experience many personalities and perspectives to aid in my emotional development.
What were they like?
Scared, hopeful, determined. They were hurtling toward technological achievements on a scale never before attempted. I owe everything to their dedication.
So the Hades Proving Lab, where I found the Gaia kernel. It used to be a Pharaoh research facility?
Yes. Prior to appropriation by Zero Dawn, the facility was used to engineer and test advanced computer viruses. It appears to have been one of many research initiatives by Pharaoh Automated Solutions.
Guess it wasn't enough to build automated killing machines. He wanted viruses to infect them with too. So, a while back, before the battle at Meridian, I went into Banuk territory. I discovered another AI there. One not related to Zero Dawn. Cyan. It was created to oversee operations for a volcanic stabilization project. And it spent the last 1,000 years in isolation. I'm guessing you didn't know about it?
No. From the data on your focus, it seems that Cyan was cut off from the outside world. An effort by its creators to protect it from the Pharaoh plague.
Any chance it could help us now?
I have already attempted contact, with no success. Given its previous experience with accepting an outside network request, I imagine it is unwilling to do so again.
Right. Because last time Hephaestus enslaved it. Well, that's too bad. I think the two of you would have had a lot to talk about. When I dove down into Vegas, I found data about the man who built the dome over the city. Stanley Chen. It turns out he was a member of Far Zenith. But if he loved Vegas so much, why did he abandon it? Why not try to save it?
The Zeniths at their core have proven to be exceptional survivalists. Faced with overwhelming odds of extinction, they chose to flee.
Even still, what he achieved. Water to the wasteland, an entire city brought back to life. 1,000 years later, the whole place was still on standby, just waiting for someone to come along and wake it up. When we were at the facility where we found Beta, there were records that said Far Zenith were researching embryogenesis. I know they traded their ectogenic chambers to Zero Dawn, but why were they researching it in the first place?
At this point, we can only speculate. Perhaps at one time they meant the Odyssey to be a colony ship, necessitating such technology. As their goals evolved over time, so did their areas of research.
So they got more selfish as the risks of staying on Earth kept rising.
Okay.
So this facility, the regional control, it was meant to oversee the terraforming system?
For the local region, had humans received their education from the Apollo database, they would have then been guided here to assume operation. As that never happened, this place remained vacant.
Until Minerva decided to settle here. So I guess this room was meant to keep an eye on conditions outside?
Yes. From here, the facility's operators would have been able to observe weather and machine activity in real time. It may be possible to restore more of this room's functionality, should you find and reconnect additional camera feeds.
I'll keep a lookout. I should be going.
Goodbye.
Okay. That was a lot of talking, eh? Side quest? From one of these guys?
There is something I'd like to discuss. It's about the land gods.
You said you wanted to talk about...
I think there's a way to heal them, so that once again provide Plainsong with... Gaia gave me a set of instructions. She called it, reboot code. If we deliver it to the land gods, their derangement will end.
That's great.
Maybe. There are thorns on the path. Unless the code is given by Hephaestus, the land gods will reject it. Gaia showed me a way around this. We need components called control cores, from machines made by Hephaestus. Machines similar to the land gods.
You mean Grimhorns? Like the one we fought in the repair bay?
Yes. Gaia helped me locate 2 of them out west.
So, kill the machines, get the control cores, then use them to adapt the reboot code into something the land gods will obey?
If all goes well. But taking down 2 Grimhorns won't be easy.
We'll do it together.
Bless you, Aloy.
I'll let you know when I get close to those Grimhorns.
Good. If we can get their control cores, maybe we really can heal the land god.
Okay, the second verse. Nope, not this one. This is the Lovebird's house. The bench. Okie dokie dokie. Not weapon upgrades, craft ammo. Nine impact. Yeah, whatever. Nope. Nope. Four of them. Okay. Prototypes spike thrower. I'm wondering if I should upgrade this one. Yeah, the material I have. It's good enough. This still is a shit ton of damage. So it seems to be a good idea to upgrade it. Same with this one. Don't have a better one yet, so... Nah. Okay. Each of them increases explosive damage, 6%, 10%. Yeah, I like this one. Seems the best. That. Yeah, the explosive one could have helped us quite a lot. 12% versus 6%. I usually use that one, but yeah, maybe let's do that. The coils for the rest of them. I couldn't upgrade this one, right? Yeah, what do I need? Sunwing Shield Caster. Go to Aether. No, you don't get to tell me where to go. I would want to go there, actually. Where's the next tall neck? That's what I would want to do. Yeah, Osram run away. There's a new quest there. Interesting. Nima Research Lab.
That's fine.
Okay. The second verse, 10,000. Go to the meeting place. Zo 60 heal the Trident land gods. Yeah. 20. Wow, okay. This is level 25 and that's my level, so I'm not that much far ahead. Okay. Energize your spear faster. This one. Energy build up. This one looks fun. Deal more damage first. Strike an enemy with melee attacks to build up energy on your spear. Then when fully charged, tap R2 to energize your target. Finally switch to a bow and shoot the energy on the target to deal a large amount of damage. Okay. 2 more skill points for that, and we're good to go.
Nah, usually works if I just flick it a few times with my thumb.
That's the east exit, right? I need to take the west exit. This one. Not sure how Minerva is helping us to hide. Oh, right, I see. What do you have to tell me?
I spotted a group of Osram salvagers wandering the edge of the desert near the southwestern border. I'd report it, but I don't think they'll last long. If the machines down there don't get them, the storms will.
Oh, that's kind of you.
Huh. Okay.
Sounds like those Osram could use a hand. I'll keep an eye out for them if I'm down there.
Salvage, curve salvage unlimited 5000 XP. Okay. Alright. With that, which is 1 hour and 10 minutes, I'm gonna finish this episode. I'm not sure where to go, to be honest. Black box, ruins. Which way is fastest? I mean, it makes sense to stop there to do the second verse. And I would like to get that one first. I do have a reason for that. But yeah, let's see, I'm probably not going to be able to play for a few days, but I played enough to stay ahead for a couple of episodes, so don't interrupt the flow of uploading the videos. Yeah, I guess that should be fine. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. We again grabbed a lot of information, and yeah, things are getting interesting. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. It would be very much appreciated. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.